Hello everybody! Today in TechnoFox Studios we're going to talk about film. What is film, you may ask? Well, it is this. This is 35mm film. 27 exposure, ISO 400. This is film. Now what is film? Well, back in the day, before phones came out, we used these. These are 35mm film cameras, reusable to be exact. You load the film in here, and then you grab it, you pull it, and you put it in the automatic threader, and then it automatically threads it. But the cameras in the 60s weren't always like this. You actually had to manually turn it, but when it got to the 90s, I believe we switched to auto load. Now, let me show you a close-up of 35mm. Here is 35mm film. It's basically just a canister. Basically 35mm is just a canister. Now let me tell you how 35mm film works. Now how does 35mm film? Well, let's go back to the ancient times. Not really anymore. So, you would load the film in, you would thread it across the film gate, and then you would close it, and it would automatically load the film. Now how does film work? How does it make a picture? Well, the lens, right here. The lens is your friend. Basically, there's a shutter in here. As the film is loaded across this, and as you take a picture, the lens lets open a little bit of light in it, and it exposes on the film. And then you have to take it to a chemical processor and film developer to get the film developed and turn it into prints. But yeah, that's how film works. It's basically, it just exposes an image over some very light sensitive chemicals. Now let's talk about all kinds of film cameras. Here's all the types of film cameras that you can get. There's also a whole shit ton more, so we already talked about this one. This is the Kodak Instamax Avanix. This is the Kodak Avanix. This probably came out in maybe the 1990s or late 80s. I'm gonna take a guess. The Kodak Avanix, I've never used this camera. I've never used both of these. I have to get batteries for them. But I think I'm gonna try the Kodak Avanix because Kodak has been around for years, and I can trust their company. Because all of our pictures were taken with Kodak. Not sponsored. But the thing that's stopping me from using the camera is it takes a 6-volt 28L battery, which you can't apparently get in stores anymore. But you can get them online. Thank you, Internet. So how you would load this one is, I guess you would, hold on. What did I do with my film? How you would load this one is you would put it in like this. Maybe? Oh. Is this not a 35mm? Oh, okay then. Guess I won't be using this one. What kind of camera is this? Oh. Well, guess this is not a 35mm. What kind of film does this take then? Oh. That's a shame. This is a 35mm. This is a Pentax IQ Zoom 160. This is going to be probably the first one I'm going to use now that I know this is not 35mm. So, we have a zoom. This is a zoom camera. Here's the zoom switch. If you open the door, there's film in here. This is film from 2017 of my high school days. This is still not developed, and it's 4 years old, I think, now. Yeah, 4 or 3 years old now. Jeez. It's as if I filmed it yesterday. This probably has film of my friends, the PAC Center, pep rally for some odd reason. Yeah. I got 3 canisters of film I need to get developed. Hopefully we can get pictures out of this. But this is the same as the other one. You basically just load your film like that. You wrap it around the exposure window. Then you feed it into here, and there. Then you close it and it loads it itself. And this is a pretty nice camera. I've not used it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice camera. This is also motorized. This would motorize out, and there's your flash. And yeah, and it has AF, multi-AF, multi-autofocus. And it also features this neat feature. So you can either do full photo or panorama. Yeah, let's take that out. So there's that. Now let's talk about something that you can apparently still get nowadays. And what is that, you may ask? Well, you can still get Fujifilm quick snap flash cameras, disposable, in 2020. I can't believe it. You can still get these things. I've already used one, but here's one. Ooh, let's not point that at light. Here's one. It looks like a candy bar, doesn't it? No, it's not a candy bar. Let's unbirth it. Here is a Fujifilm camera. This is a camera that takes 27 photos. And I think these are like $15 a pack, maybe, or less. But yeah, it says one-time use cameras. And yeah, this is a Fujifilm camera. This is what you can get nowadays to take photos. You can also still get the film in stores. So if you want to use reusable, you still can. Now let's get a little closer look of this beauty. This is a closer look at the Fujifilm. Look at that. So what you have is a flash. You click this to turn it on. And watch the red light come on. There you go. That tells you that it's ready. Turn it off. Here's the back where you have instructions. These are your instructions. You ain't going to be able to read that, I tell you. And here's the lens where you can see through it. It's a 35mm film camera, disposable. This is your Fujifilm. Yep. Now let's demonstrate it. I am now going to take a picture of you. Smile. So what you do is you wind it. Now you're on your 27 photo. Let's probably turn this off. Don't want that. Now we could do flash.